Spirit. Spirit is all powerful, all present. This divine energy is so powerful, it triumphs above any hurricane. It triumphs above any election results because this Spirit is and always will be peace, kindness, inclusion, and love. This is unchanging. Spirit is unstoppable, constant, and true. And we know we are this essence because we are Spirit. Every one of us is Spirit, and we have the radiance of peace inside us all the time. And love is the core of our being. And we demonstrate this perfection of divine energy through the health of our bodies. We nourish and take care of our bodies every day, knowing they are our sacred temple. We demonstrate this love of Spirit in all our relationships with our family, friends, and everyone we meet. We share of our time and talent every day to make this world a better place for all. For all. And we know, as Spirit, God is the source of all supply, then money is Spirit in action. And we share of our financial abundance and all of our abundance with others who are in need. And I am so grateful. I am so grateful for Center for Spiritual Living Asheville, where we come to share in our love of these teachings. And I am so grateful that we go forth this day and every day, illuminating and demonstrating these teachings through our thoughts, words, and actions. And I release my word into the loving, accepting law of truth. And together we say, and so it is.
If you believe within your heart, you'll know that no one can change the path that you must go. Believe what you feel and know you're right. The time will come around when you say it's yours. Believe there's a reason to be. Believe you can still. And know from the moment you try, if you believe, I know you will. Believe in yourself right from the start. You'll have brains, you'll have a heart, you'll have courage to last your whole life through. If you believe in yourself, if you believe in yourself, if you believe in yourself as I believe in you. Believe that you can go home. Believe you can float on air and click your heels 3 times if you believe, then you'll be there. Believe in yourself right from the start. Believe in the magic right there in your heart. Believe all these things not because I told you to, but believe in yourself. If you believe in yourself, just believe in yourself as I believe in you.
Thank you. I believe in you. I believe in you. Let me just first clear something up. I am not a leprechaun. All right? Let's get that clear. It's not even near St. Patrick's Day. I am the wizard from the Emerald City of Oz. All right, then. Just want to make sure we got that straight because, yikes. Not a drop of Irish blood in me. And before we get started, I want to address the elephant in the room. And I want to do that from a science of mind perspective on a very impactful recent election. And some folks in this community and in this country are happy with the outcome, and some are not. And that's okay. That's okay. I want to address this not from a political perspective, but from science of mind principle. And at the same time, I encourage each of you, all of us, to allow ourselves the space to feel and express the human experience that we're having in this time right now. That's important, to be honest with your feelings. And I believe that we are very blessed to have the spiritual principles and practices and values that we have in order to deal with whatever it is that we're feeling and thinking right now as a community. A very fundamental principle in all of this is that each one of us has a spark of spirit, of the divine essence within us. Each and every one of us has that. Some of us forget that sometimes, and some of us forget it most of the time because we forget who we truly are, that we are spirit expressing. And so I ask that we pray for the enlightenment of ourselves, of each other, and certainly of world leaders. We pray for enlightenment, for the awakening of all of us, so that we raise the consciousness of this planet to where it can be. Another fundamental principle is that we're all interconnected. We are one. That's not just a platitude. It's the spiritual truth that we say we believe in. It's what we teach, that we are interconnected and we are one. We're on this journey together, just like the Oz characters. We're in this thing together. And together is the only way we'll make it to the Emerald City. remember that because of that interconnection and that oneness, that what we do to another person, we also do to ourselves. And what we do for another person, we also do for ourselves because of that interconnection. And sometimes for transformation to happen, we must break down what was in order to break through to what can be. And synchronously, I chose the title for this week's talk months ago, and the title is Break Down to Break Through. It's a God thing. That's how these things happen. When we break down to break through, we're remembering that platitude of you cannot put new wine or new thought or a new idea into an old wineskin, into an old belief system. And so we have to be willing to let that wineskin break apart so that we can get a new one and put that new idea and that new way of being into it. And the other really important fundamental principle is that because of our oneness with Spirit, we can create and recreate our life experience. We're not in a spectator sport. We are in the game. And so we have the power of creation. And so, like the scarecrow, we use our head, we use our brain to have a new thought, a new intention, a new vision for possibility. And like the Tin Man, we use our heart to have that passionate feeling, that emotion that spiritually amplifies our new thought, our new idea. And like the lion, we have the courage of our convictions to act and to bring that new thought and that new emotion, that new feeling into manifestation in our lives. Ernest Holmes said that we must be a people for something and against nothing. Some people wonder, what's that mean? We're not against anything, even bad things? Let me show you what it means. The things I do to bring home a point, I wonder sometimes. Hang on. So, to be for something is to shine our light on that which we want to experience and to take it off. Take the energy and the light and the attention off of what we don't want to experience. It's as simple as that. Put all of your creativity, all of your attention, all of your intention, all of your affirmation on what it is that you do want. And I guarantee if you shine your light there, that's what you'll see. You won't see what you don't want. That's how it works. Now back to the wizard. So let us be a people for something and against nothing. And we will be powerful beyond measure to create the life individually and collectively that we want to live, no matter what's going on all around us. We have that power. This is the spiritual power that we've been given by Spirit to navigate and direct our human experience in a form that we choose, where we can ultimately elevate the human experience to the spiritual truth of who we are. I believe this with my whole heart, and I hope that you do too. And if you don't, the practitioners don't know this yet. You're being informed now. The practitioners and I will be available to you after the celebration service for prayer and uplift, so please partake if you need that from us. We're here for you. And I believe in you, and I believe in us, and I believe that our future is in good hands because it's in our hands. Also know that Better Together will be meeting at 12:30 in the Education Building, another good place to be. So thank you for listening. And so now I want to start with our usual new tradition, and I would ask you to recite this community core value affirmation with me, if you would. We practice conscious creation by embracing Spirit's inner guidance to intentionally co-create our outer experience of life, individually and collectively. So for those of you who may not know yet, our theme for this month, up until Gratitude Sunday on the 24th, is the spiritual emeralds of the Wizard of Oz, which is a parable for gaining spiritual enlightenment, just what I talked about. So this is a journey that we can take together to gain more spiritual enlightenment and to live our lives in the context of that enlightenment. It takes us through this journey where we notice the challenges that face us, but we know that we have resources to meet those challenges. And we've had lots of challenges right here in our lives here in Asheville. So, the truth is that anybody can say, yeah, I'm spiritual. We can all do that when things are easy. It's when the challenges come up that we discover whether we're actually believing and using those spiritual tools that we have available to us. That's when we need them, folks, not when life is a breeze. We use them when things get a little bit tough. So this is the time to pull out your toolkit, your spiritual toolkit. Because just like Dorothy, we've had some traumatic events that have swept away our lives as we've known them, swept away a past that sometimes holds us back, creating that breakdown to break through to a new possibility. So we get to create anew on a blank canvas. And also, I remind you again that whatever challenges we face, there's always somebody that's facing more difficult challenges than we are. And in that light, I'm asking us to join together to do something for the folks that are experiencing challenges greater than our own. And so we want to fill this stage with shoes and socks for kids of all ages. They'll become the ruby slippers of empowerment to those kids. And so let's do that. Let's get, it's an easy way for us to help out in this community. All you have to do is go get those things and bring them here, and then we'll handle getting them to the people at beloved Asheville so that the right people get them. All right? You in? All right, let's do it. Let's do it. So, quick recap of where we've been so far on our journey to Oz. In week 1, we learned that Dorothy's spiritual quest is our spiritual quest. We are Dorothy. And we take this journey in order to explore the inner terrain of our own being, to discover the higher beingness, the higher consciousness that exists within us. Little Toto, there he is now, little Toto, we think is just a little puppy, but oh no, Toto's the smartest one of the bunch. He's the one, and he ultimately he's part of Dorothy's superpowers. He's the one that was the catalyst for Dorothy even thinking about leaving bleak old, bland old Kansas in the first place. A tornado comes, much like we had a hurricane. A tornado comes, that's the traumatic event that pushes her and us onto this transformative journey. Now, when Dorothy's house lands, as you'll remember, in Munchkinland, it squishes the Wicked Witch, which is to squish out our old belief system that no longer serves us. Then she's given the ruby slippers, which represent empowerment. So now she's empowered to really be who she truly is. And she's sent on a journey down the yellow brick road to enlightenment. It's a path of light. Dorothy, in the beginning, is focused on going home to Kansas to have things be the way they always were. But she's in for a much more profound adventure than she realizes. She's into going home to a much bigger, more profound home. Now, week 2, we saw Dorothy and Toto start on the journey down the yellow brick road to the Emerald City. Right there, you see it. And Dorothy, along the way then, well, actually, Toto, who represents that inner intuitive knowing, that inner guidance for Dorothy, guides her out of the box of her old thinking and continues to do that throughout the journey. Dorothy then, on the journey, Dorothy and Toto meet the Scarecrow, which is all about, he wants a brain. He wants to be able to think. And the Tin Man wants a heart. He wants to be able to feel. And the Lion wants courage so that he can act courageously in his life. These characters are all aspects of Dorothy and of us. And all of these attributes must be awakened on this journey on the pathway home to self, to spirit, to source. We need all of those things, head, heart, and courage. Now, along the journey, we see that the travelers fall asleep in the poppy field here. So they fall asleep in the poppy field, which represents spiritual unconsciousness. They've gone unconscious. They've gotten sort of lazy with their stinking thinking, if you will, and they fall asleep. But Glinda, the good witch, intervenes to help Dorothy to awaken. There she is now, to awaken from that unconsciousness. And then Dorothy continues to journey through layers and layers of awakening into greater consciousness. She starts out in bleak, black and white, unconscious Kansas, and I mean no disrespect to any Kansans here. It's just a metaphor, so don't take it personally. And she lands in that colorful, awakening consciousness of Munchkinland. Remember how colorful all their outfits and things were? Yeah, so it's like in Technicolor now, right? And she travels down the yellow brick road, she and Toto and the other characters travel down the yellow brick road, which is a spiritual path of self-discovery and enlightenment. And initially, they're all looking to go to the Emerald City to find the Wizard of Oz because they're looking outside themselves for all the answers that they need. They don't look within, they look outside to some other power outside of them. They encounter along the journey both good things in the light and shadow characters along the way. All of those, the light and... There's one there. The light and the shadow characters are all aspects of each of us. We have some of all of that within us. Ultimately, we must discover the power of Oz within us. It's not out there somewhere, it's within us. It's a transcendent power of love and light that carries us through. Now, our seekers arrive at the Emerald City. Isn't it beautiful? It's very attractive. You know, I come from Seattle, which is known as the Emerald City. So just so in case you didn't know that, I'm like the authentic thing here, you know? So this is not just a costume for me. So our seekers arrive at the Emerald City, and the Emerald City is a sparkling jewel. It's a utopia, a new Jerusalem, a heaven on earth, if you will. It's beautiful. And it's symbolic of a world that works for all, because notice when they go to the Emerald City, there's tons of diversity. They celebrate diversity, all kinds of different people and colors and all kinds of cool stuff there. And as our travelers approach the palace of the wizard, they meet yet more obstacles. They're stopped by the doorman. They're stopped by the gatekeeper. They're stopped by a guard. And all of those are aspects of the wizard who is a false god. The wizard is a false god. I hate to tell you that. I hate to be that. I was the bad guy in the beginning, and now I'm still the bad guy. All right. I got to choose new characters. Before meeting the wizard, though, they are all taken to get makeovers so that they'll be more presentable to the wizard when they finally agree or when he finally agrees to see them. And so they get all spruced up outwardly, but they really don't have a big shift or up-leveling of their consciousness inwardly yet. They're still looking outside themselves for all the answers. And so Dorothy is expecting, as we notice all along the journey, she's expecting this great, powerful, all-knowing, kind Wizard of Oz, when in fact the wizard turns out to be not all that nice, and he refuses to help the seekers to get what it is that they want. You ever had that kind of disappointment? You look outside yourself for somebody to save you in some way, shape, or form, and they disappoint you? Did that ever happen to anybody besides me? Yeah. Well, it'll probably continue to happen if you continue to look outside yourself, so stop it. So the wizard finally, after they beg and beg and beg, the wizard begrudgingly agrees to help, but he demands that they must perform a task first. They must kill the wicked witch and bring the wizard her broomstick to prove that they've done it. Now, symbolically, what that means is that Dorothy must face her fears, we must face our fears to raise our consciousness in order to turn within and go home to self. And so Dorothy and the crew venture off towards the witch's castle, which I have right here. Here's the witch's castle, as you can see. There it is, the witch's castle. All right, Pretty scary place, if you ask me. All right. So what they realize and what we begin to realize is that we must face the shadow of the wicked witch within us. So what is it that's holding us back? What is this that brings us down? And the witch represents Dorothy's and our shadow self, or the dark side of humanity, the dark side of our experience. For example, letting our misgulches scare us away from home, from our source, from self. I was speaking to someone before the service this morning, and he was asking me some questions about how I managed to get out of the corporate world alive. And so, what I realized at some point, I was at the top of the corporate ladder and realized that the ladder's leaning against the wrong wall, that it was not a place I wanted to be, that my soul was withering by being there because of the kinds of things that were the focus of that world. And I realized that my shadow self was crying for attention to be healed so that the light within me could burn brightly again. And so I managed to escape, just like Toto. I managed to escape. And some of us have that same kind of thing where we're stuck or we're held back by something, and we need to come to terms with it and realize that we're the ones that have the power to escape it, to get out, to move forward, to move on. So whatever that shadow is for you, whatever that darkness is for you, face it. We have to face it. And the shadow and the ego keep us disconnected from our higher self and from a life that we truly want to live. And it thwarts us from that path of enlightenment and spiritual connection. So our travelers arrive at the Wicked Witch's castle, which you saw there. I have to show you this wicked witch, too. She's pretty scary, don't you think? That's pretty scary. Yeah. So they are, sorry, knocked the lion over. There he is. The lion. So they arrive at the witch's castle, and they encounter flying monkeys as they approach. Flying monkeys. Let me get this so you can see it. Pretty scary, huh? Flying monkeys. Whew. And those flying monkeys represent our own monkey mind that races from thought to thought to thought without any kind of consciousness. Dorothy and Toto end up being captured and taken prisoner by the Winky guards. The guards represent ego, edging God out. And they block God, good orderly direction. Toto, good little Toto, escapes yet again, symbolizing our desire for freedom to be more fully authentic. And so Toto runs to get the Tin Man and the Scarecrow and the Lion to help Dorothy to escape. And as soon as Dorothy is freed, they all are trying to get out of the castle, and they get caught. They get trapped. They get cornered. And the witch sets fire to the Scarecrow, which represents trying to destroy our thinking, our independent thinking. And so she throws water to extinguish the Scarecrow. She splashes water onto the witch, who starts to melt. And that is symbolic of Dorothy's victory over her shadow. The water represents an awakening to our inner power, a spiritual purification, if you will. Wow, that was dramatic. I love it. Let's give another hand to our characters. Woo! So Dorothy now embraces her spiritual power and uplevels her consciousness. The grip of ego edging God out is loosened, and we embrace and embody God, good, orderly direction from within and all around us. Dorothy opened herself up to that guiding power of the light within her, the light that exists within all of us all the time, that light. She focused on the light. And even the soldiers, the Winky soldiers and the monkeys became peaceful after the wicked witch, the shadow, was gone. And life was good. And Dorothy's awakening helps to create a world that works for all. Anytime any one of us awakens a little bit, we all awaken a little bit. So it's important that we do our own inner work. And sometimes we must break down in order to break through. Spiritual development requires that we break down some of our old existing structures and belief systems. That kind of growth allows our old structures and belief systems to give way to new ones. To break down those old structures and belief systems actually allows an evolved consciousness to begin to emerge within us and on the planet. New wine cannot be put into old wineskin. New thought requires a new mind, a new idea, a new container for it to take life. And so we bring the old out into the light to release what no longer serves us. We let it go. We must let it go to embrace what's next. And so we embrace the light of spirit within, and we let it shine outwardly into a brand new day. But we must let go of what came before in order to embrace that brand new day of our own creation. Ifeanyi Enoch Anuoha wrote, "Every challenge you encounter in life is a fork in the road. You have the choice to choose which way to go, backward, forward, break down, or break through." So I'm going to invite us to go into a brief meditation to break down in order to break through to what's being called forth. And so I invite you to close your eyes, relax into your chair, take a deep breath in, and release the breath. And just continue breathing in deeply and exhaling fully in the divine circulation that is spirit breathing you. What wizard outside yourself are you hoping will save you? What wizard outside yourself are you hoping will save you? And ask yourself, has anything or anyone outside of yourself truly sustained you? Has that ever worked? Be willing to face that and be honest. What are you hoping outside yourself will save you? What outside you do you hope will save you? Is it a friend, a family member, a spouse, a guru, a politician? Whatever it is, see it as the false god that it is. What is your greatest fear? And what do you imagine would happen if your greatest fear got you? What's your greatest fear? And what would happen if that fear grabbed onto you? What wicked witch has hold of you? Open yourself up to confront and face the wicked witch shadow that is yours. Open yourself up to that. Face it, confront it, and splash purifying water on it and let it go. Bring your shadow into the light of healing and be free. Be authentic, be real, be free. Let your fears and your shadows melt away. Feel yourself unrestrained, unconstrained, free. And now slowly begin to return to this time and this space. To this community that embraces you in your entirety. And when you're ready, gently open your outer eyes and be here now in the light of spirit. And I invite you to join Dorothy and the gang next week and learn the secret of home. Blessings on your journey of breakdown to breakthrough. Face your fears and bring them into the light for healing. Open to the light of spirit. It's within you, and let it shine outwardly to share it with all the world. And we make the world a better place. And together we say, and so it is.
Everybody look round, there's a reason to rejoice, you see. Everybody come out, see the sun is shining joyfully. Everybody look up, feel the hope that we've been waiting for. Everybody be glad, cause the silent fear and dread are gone. Freedom you see, is that a heart singing joyfully. Just look around, owe it to yourself to check it out. Can you see a brand new day? Can you feel a brand new day? Can you feel a brand new day? Can't you feel a brand new day? Everybody be glad, cause the sun is shining just for us. Everybody wake up to the morning into happiness. Hello world, it's like a different living now. Thank you world, I always that we be free somehow. In harmony, show the world we've got liberty. It's such a change for us to live so independently. Freedom you see, it's got a heart singing joyfully. Just look about, you owe it to yourself to check it out. Can't you feel a brand new day? Can you feel a brand new day? Can you feel a brand new day? Can't you feel a brand new day? Can you feel a brand new day? Can't you
All right. Thank you. Thank you for that. And just remember, every day is a brand new day, and it will be what you make it. You have that much power. So we've been doing this month our prosperity acceptance a little bit differently than usual, but I would ask you to, on your way out the door, leave whatever gift you're leaving. Is somebody coming up here to get the, yeah, okay. Because we are extremely prosperous, I have to tell you that. We are extremely prosperous. Do this with me. I started it last week and it felt really good. So do this with me. Boom. Ready? Boom. 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 Now, you're going to want to stop by the basket either at that door, or on your way out to leave your gift. And we have a very, very valuable emerald for each of you. Now, some of you got your emeralds last week, so if you got them already, then good. If you didn't get an emerald yet, pick it up in the basket on your way, all right? We're rich. That feels good. Boom! Woo. Okay, I'm supposed to be doing something now. Oh, yeah. I want to tell those of you who are online, you can participate in this divine flow and circulation of the goodness and prosperity of a spirit as well by pushing the donate button. We appreciate it as well. Thank you. Yeah, let's give them a hand. Yeah, let's wave to the people. Yeah. All right. We know you're out there in your jammies. I'm telling you, don't push me. One of these days, I will arrive here in my pajamas. I usually get new ones for Christmas. Look out. All right. Also, is there anyone, now that you've had an opportunity to test drive us and see how crazy we really are, anyone here for the first time? Anyone visiting for the first time? Yay! There's a brave soul. Yay! All right. Welcome, 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 welcome. And any of you new online, welcome as well. They're giving you a little blue card. We ask you to fill that out. We do it simply to keep you informed of all the fun and wonderful things that we do here beyond the Sunday celebration. So if you'll fill that out and give it to the folks in the lobby on your way out, we appreciate that. Also, we make it a tradition here to bless our kids, and we actually have some actual real live kids here today. Come on, come on. Let's read our letter from Janet. Dear Mr. God, I wish you would not make it so easy for people to come apart. I had 3 stitches and a shot. I understand, Janet. I had 2 shots this week, and oh, ow. Yeah, owie, 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 right? Look at these beautiful folks. Woo! Very cool, you guys. Wow, what a glamorous group.
I should get one of those stickers from Sierra Nevada that says you are beautiful.
Yes, a sticker from the Wizard of Oz that says you are beautiful.
I have one and I lost it.
You have one and you lost it. You'll find it again. Either that or you'll make a new one. Yeah, you are beautiful. What do you think about these folks? Are they beautiful? You should see the view from up here, guys. It's pretty good. Am I right? All right. So let's bless these guys and kids all over the world. You ready? We love you. We bless you. And we know you are perfect. Yeah. All right. Excellent. And what Sunday is it? Birthday Sunday. You ready? Who are the birthday people? Come on up here. Oh, they're back.
Birthday to you.
Whoa. You okay? All right, we got some birthday folks. And I have it on good authority, we have birthday cake. Yeah. All right, so let's sing to them. Ready?
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, everybody. Happy birthday to you.
And many more. The choice is yours. Yeah, all right. It's a celebratory day. I want to welcome our prayer practitioners to come forward, front and center, please. Watch out for the water that you don't get your shoes wet. Okay. Our practitioners are people who have studied for a number of years to become proficient at the power of prayer, spiritual mind treatment, affirmative prayer, and they are here to know a greater truth for you in this moment. So please come and partake of this at the close of the celebration, and know that the practitioners and I are available to you always, but most especially right now if you would like to have some upliftment and prayer. So please know that we're available, and let's thank them for their service. Okay, and let's say the good word. The final good word is that we are blessed to have the spiritual tools that we have available to us to always know that no matter what is going on around us in the human experience, that we can always elevate it to the spiritual truth that lives within and all around us. And for this awareness of the truth and our willingness to live in and through and as that truth in all that we are, think, say, and do, I am eternally grateful. And together we say, and so it is. All right. And our affirmation for the month of November, let's say it together. I overflow with gratefulness for my spiritual community and a deeper experience and expression of spirit in my life. Yeah. All right. And our closing song.
1, 2, 3, 4. Blessings on